And good evening, everybody, and welcome out to Defiance College. Randy Roberts and Jim Bellamy, yours truly. And Randy, it's hard to believe, but the finish line is almost here on the 2025-2026 men's and women's WAC basketball schedule. And to that point, it's not just for the Yellow Jacket Sports Network broadcast, but the season ends this Saturday with a doubleheader. So again, it's hard to believe, but the season's, we're down to the final two games.
Yeah, the regular season's coming to an end for the women's side. We know the 8 teams that are going to participate in the WAC tournament to determine which one or 2 teams, I should say, will advance to the national tournament. So not as much drama on the women's side as there is on the men's side, and we'll get to that when we get to the men's game later on this evening. But the Jackets still looking for that first conference win of the year. Been struggles on offense. We've talked about it here just about every time the Jackets have taken the floor. We've seen here these last 3 games or so, the offense has improved, the totals have improved. It's just they've had to shake off, for whatever reason, one really tough 8 to 10 minute stretch. And once they get that out of the way, they play even with a lot of good teams. It's just either getting off to a good start and maintaining that good start, or being able to kind of not get sluggish. Like, how many times have we come out and talked about a DC women's team that started 1-10 from the floor, find themselves behind 14-2 and they're able to battle back. So they just got to find a way to get off to a decent start. Today's lineup's going to look a little bit different. We'll talk about that as the day goes on. So a lot of things going on here for the Jackets. Might not look like they got a lot to play for. These girls are pride. They want to win. They're going to try to do that this afternoon.
The Jackets come into tonight's ball game scoring 55.1 points a game. They give up 78 a game. Cleary, on the other hand, comes in 12-14, 10-10 over in conference. They score 64.2 a game, give up 65.2 a game. So the opportunity is there for the Jackets, but Cleary's defense obviously pretty good to be holding teams to the mid-60s. What concerns you as a team at 10-10 in conference that has its eyes on postseason opportunities is the fact that the Jackets defense gives up almost 80 a game on defense. And because the Jackets are a little bit shorthanded and playing with a slightly different starting lineup tonight, it's going to be imperative not only to get off to a good start, like you said earlier, Randy, but also the defense really has to execute at a pretty high level tonight.
Yeah, and that's going to be the big thing, because Jackets are going to be without a couple of their big defensive stalwarts tonight. And so it's going to be a little bit different. The style's going to be a little bit different, but they're going to put 5 girls on the floor that have played together this year. So it's not like they just ran out, found 5 random people, on campus, said, hey, you're our basketball team tonight. So these are our team. These are girls that have played together, just won't be playing tonight because of some issues that happened the Dearborn game last Saturday. So we'll see how this turns out for the Jackets today.
We are going to take a quick timeout for the national anthem. When we come back, starting lineups and opening tip on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
a good day at school?
She gave them some broth. Without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
It's got the starting lineups for Cleary, the Cougars, led by Coach Schlump. And now we are ready for the starting lineups for your Defiance College Yellow Jackets. Take it away, Garrett. So the Cleary Cougars, as you just got the starting lineups, they are starting Grace Kapling, Jess Andrew, Izzy Dougal, Evelyn Cole, and Samantha Holscher. And the Jackets respond tonight with Lorena Caparos, Allie Mowen, Morgan Crow, Jordan Wynn, and Santasia Thomas. And Randy, as you mentioned before, some consistency in the starting lineup like we've been used to seeing. You know, Allie gets the start. Lorena Caparos had come off the bench for some spot minutes as she was working her way back from injury into the starting lineup tonight. Morgan Crow, we've seen more and more of her throughout the year, so it's good to see her earning playing time. And then Jordan and Santasia getting the start as they usually do. But it's still, like you said, a little bit of a different starting five because of what happened over the weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest thing, like you said, Jim, is going to be on defense. Is the Jackets are going to be without Shawnee Little, Taylor Haynes. So they are the two that really caused the most trouble. This is a DC team, and people are going to laugh when they think about this. That this is a Defiance team that leads the WAC in turnovers forced and steals per game, and a lot of that has to do because of the play of Shawnee Little, Taylor Haynes. So I know Lauren Caparos has done a big part of that. She's going to be called on a lot. She was a National Defensive Player of the Week in the NAIA at one point this year. So someone that's more than capable, it's going to be a travel.
Yeah, they're going to get a travel, and the first turnover of the ball game goes to Izzy Dougal. Dougal, the team's leading scorer at 15.3 a game. Holscher, 14.7, and Melanie Holman at 11.1 a ball game. So three players averaging in double figures for the Cougars. The Jackets do not have, statistically speaking, a player who averages in doubles, so they have to rely on, as we get an outside shot, the first basket made of the night by Morgan Crow. You're going to have to rely on a Morgan Crow to start knocking down some outside shots as we get a transition take, get away before the Jackets defense gets set. That basket made by Samantha Holscher, and the senior guard ties it up at 2.
Yeah, it's a nice job of the ball movement for the Jackets, leading to the basket from the corner, I guess a long 2. And then a good job. We're going to see it again here out of Cleary. They push. The offensive numbers aren't quite there. It's going to suggest it scoring in the 60s per game. But they're going to be smart with the basketball. They know when to go. They know when to pull up. Just missed a chance there. We see another travel.
Yep, second time that Izzy Dougal has had the ball in the paint, but seems to want to take that extra step as you see the hop and then the step through and then the pivot foot came up. So the same official who called travel last time from the far side is obviously keeping an eye on that and has rung her up 2 times as Caparos takes the ball with the rack with the right hand, gives the Jackets a lead back 4-2 early on.
Yeah, Dougal just wants to, he said, just a step through, saw the double team coming, That's exactly what the Jackets want to do. You see Lauren Caparros right there, able to poke it away and get the layup on the other end.
Caparros is probably going to need to play, if not post to post, pretty darn close tonight, Randy, because you talked about the defense that the Jackets are missing because of situation that happened and the subsequent missing action, suspension as a result. Caparros known for defense, and obviously she's going to give you that, but she hasn't had to play this many minutes as I anticipate her having to play tonight in a long time.
Not since her injury. She's really kind of come back in increments. That's really going to have to step up tonight.
So the Jackets on defense still tend to shoot. 6-2, your score in the Defiance College scoreboard. Force a three-point field goal up and good for Holscher. And that was really about as good defensively as the Jackets can do on a possession. They forced them to look discombobulated and use almost the entire shot clock, but they're still able to get a three out of it.
Yeah, sometimes it just kind of goes that way. As the Jackets did everything right on defense, forced Cleary to take a shot they didn't want to take, but the Cougars still able to knock it down.
Three-point basket by Mowen, no good. Three-point basket on the other side. Rims out, no good, but a rebound up and in by Dougal. And the Jackets had two players in the paint. Nobody's putting a body and boxing out Dougal so far, though.
Yeah, she's had her way underneath. A nice job on that rebound. That ball took an extra hop off the iron. Dougal right there able to score.
Morgan Crow on the layup, no good, and nobody fighting for the boards for the Jackets.
Yeah, Jordan Wynn was about a step late. She was going to try to slide over. But there's a lot of, we've seen, that's the second different player to do it. There's a lot of extra feet on spins in the paint. That's something the officials might want to take a look at as this one progresses.
Yeah, they've already called travel a couple times against Dougal. And it's possible that there could be a few more called before the night is over as Mowen gets the short pop. Rims out, no good. Good shot there for Mowen as she's tried 2 field goals already.
We saw Evelyn Cole do the same thing, kind of spin her way with an extra step. And that nice job down low Dougal there. You can see why she averages 15 a game, very physical person inside.
Yeah, she takes advantage of a size mismatch, posting up one of the guards. And she's not afraid to mix it up down low. Almost makes you think if Dougal's going to be posting up the guards a lot, Jackets might want to employ more of a 2-3 zone to get Santasia in the middle there and deter some of those shots. Speaking of Santasia, she'll eye up a 2-pointer from the side, no good. Caparros tries for the rebound, but the ball was already well in hand, and Andrew brings it up for the Cougars. 5 minutes and counting here in quarter number 1. 9-6 your score. Cougars lead. Jackets got out to a pretty strong start. Shot no good, but a rebound again. Offensive rebounds aplenty so far for the Cougars. There's a 3-point shot, no good. That one rims out for Holscher. And Crow gets the board. And again, if the Jackets are going to hang in this one early, Randy, defensive boards are going to be a must because they're not getting them so far. Santasia with the ball. Kicks it over to Wynn. Wynn back up top to Caparros. Caparros' three, a little strong, no good. No Jackets in the paint, fighting for that rebound. So 1 and out. Step through and an and one for Dougal. And again, we're seeing it every time. The offense draws the bigs for Defiance out, and then they're left with guards inside. Jordan Wynn gets that foul. She plays as a forward. But we get our first time on the floor. It's 11-6, the Cougars lead. We want to let you know tonight's game is brought to you in part by Mercy Health. Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. We're also brought to you tonight by BSN Sports, providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. Visit the Sideline store at defianceathletics.com. Cleary off to a 5 of 12 start from the floor, 42%. They've made 1 3. Neither team has attempted a free throw yet. Jackets 3 of 9 from the floor, no threes yet. Cleary's turned it over 3 times, so like you said earlier, Randy, Jackets are forcing turnovers, and they've taken good care of the ball themselves. And the Jackets have scored on all 3 of those turnovers, 6 points off those 3 turnovers.
Yeah, bad news is it was the first 3 possessions of the game. You had the travel, and then you had the steal by Caparros that led to the layup on the other end, and then you had the second travel, and after that, Jackets have been shut out. So the defense has provided all of the offense so far for Defiance.
But you look at the rebounding totals like we talked about, 11-2, Cleary leads. Jackets do not have an offensive board so far in this contest. Dougal with the and one free throw rims in. And for Dougal, that is her 7th point already on the night. Substitutions coming in for Cleary. 4:14 to play in the opening quarter as Azariah Smith checks in to run the point. Now they have 3 guards on the floor. And they have Kayla Houston coming off the bench, along with Monet McElroy.
First time we've seen Monet McElroy in a couple of games.
Steal on the entry pass by Cleary. They look to run. And just an easy take with another basket for Holscher. Again, nobody picking anybody up on the transition, Randy, until it's like underneath the basket.
Azariah Smith tried, was just a second late. They're trying to decide who to defend who. They had a 2-on-2, and just some problems picking up the defense.
McElroy misses on the 3. Jackets get back on defense, but here's a 3-pointer from the right side up, no good. Houston with the board, so Jackets clear one and done. Houston with the ball up top. Get the ball over to Smith. 15 to shoot. Good screen by Houston. Smith will drive, cut off. Gets it out to Kayla. Will try a 3. Rims out, no good. Mowen tried for the board. Jackets get the loose ball, and we get a foul on the floor. Incidental contact. Probably going to go against Holscher, number 30. That'll be the team's first foul. Jackets only have 1 team foul as well. So foul trouble, thankfully, not an issue for either team. Although, again, shorthanded Jackets. We say this a lot, Randy, but I think tonight it's more noteworthy than ever given the suspension, or suspensions, plural. A little shorthanded, so foul trouble, just can't have it tonight.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the Jackets this second half of the year. Just haven't been able to play with a full group, and now are going to miss a couple people and really kind of short.
Almost a travel and a steal by Holscher. Holscher will kick it out. Good hands to not give up on that possession. Holscher with the ball up top. 3-point shot up and no good. This one's going to fall harmlessly out of bounds as Carissa Cochran, the 5'11 junior, misses the triple there. And I get the feeling, Randy, that the outside shots, if they're open, I think Cleary's going to dial it up tonight. And I think they're going to be taking, they're only 1 of 5 so far. I think that number's going to be in the 20s tonight, just gut feeling. Houston with the ball. Drives into the double team. Ball gets deflected back out to her. Kicks it up to Caparros to McElroy. Smith in the corner. 4-3 is good. So good job working the ball around, making the extra pass. Jackets get off the schneid after a little bit of a cold stretch, and the lead is 5, 14-9. Immediate answer by Holscher. Mowen with the body bump.
Yeah, just able to take that one lane open, able to go right to the basket.
And again, you see, Randy, the way the defense is aligned, both Holscher and Dougal, it seems like when they get into the paint, there's nothing but guards in there on them. So, I mean, they have a size advantage to be able to go all the way to the glass. Caparros for the crossover. Tried an and one of her own and got the foul on Evelyn Cole. 5'7" sophomore from Elsie, Michigan, gets the whistle.
Yeah, nice little crossover, and it got Cole kind of turned and ended up on the hip of Lorena, who couldn't get the bucket but did just enough to get to the free throw line.
So Caparros with 2 free throws coming. She is a 57% free throw shooter. First one good, second one on the way. Nothing but net. Defiance College scoreboard. You know, Randy, we've talked a bit about the woes for the Jackets so far. You look up and it's only a 5-point game. Pretty competitive first quarter.
Defense has done enough to really keep the Jackets in this one so far.
14 to shoot. Trying to work the ball inside. Instead, we get another long three. This one no good. This one's going to go out of bounds to the Jackets.
And Defiance has been really active on switches on the defense. Lorena Caparros has done a really, really nice job making sure she stays on the point. Defense almost looks like a 1-2-2 to start, and then you'll see them switch out of it. But Lorena will make sure she stays on a ball handler at almost all times.
Thomas, short-range jumper, rims off front iron, no good. Good look there by Santasia, just unable to knock the jumper down. Good job stepping up by Smith to pick up the ball handler. Get a cheapy foul on the post-up against Santasia Thomas.
Yeah, you're going to see her reaching in here. You're going to see number 30 in good recognition. Knows where the ball's going to go. Just a second late when to step in front. Caught just a little bit of the body.
Wynn checks in for McElroy. And let's see. Looks like Crow checks in for the Jackets as well. Good double screen to set up the shooter, but good recovery by Morgan Crow there to deny the shot. Still 15 to shoot. 25 to play in the quarter. Step through, shot deflected, no good. Good defense there by the Jackets. And the shot clock is turned off. Jackets can cut this to 2. Randy with a triple.
Heads up play. Kayla Houston realized that ball was deflected. Everyone else for Defiance was going to let that ball go out of bounds, and she realized that the Jackets needed to get it because that was going to go back to Cleary.
Foul on the drive by Kayla Houston will result in 2 free throws with 2.3 seconds to play. And I think they're going to get Caitlin Rail on the call. That'll be her first, team's third.
Yeah, good job by Kayla to fight through the contact, able to take that right to the basket. So all the times we've talked about the Jackets needing to be more aggressive, something has gotten unlocked to this team today. We've seen non-shooters shoot the basketball. We've seen a lot of takes to the hoop as well.
Jackets adjust their rebounding, and with 2.3 to play, they are playing for the outlet opportunity. Oh, good rebound by Morgan Crow. Good hustle, but unable to get that rebound put up to drop. So that's how we end quarter number 1. The Cleary Cougars come in and they lead the Jackets 16-11. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, quarter 2 on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you Medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
The value of champions character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
Welcome back for NAIA basketball action, a doubleheader on Wednesday. Randy Roberts and yours truly, Jim Bellamy. And Randy, let's take a look at some first quarter stats. Cleary leads 16-11. They shoot 7 of 18 from the floor, only made 1 triple. Jackets 4 of 16, 1 of 6 from deep. So both teams only 1 of 6 so far from 3. Jackets +1 in terms of free throws. And they have improved their rebounding considerably compared to what it was early in that first quarter.
Yeah, it did a nice job battling back, as that rebounding total was a little lopsided at one point. But good to see just 2 turnovers out of the Jacket offense. 6 points off 4 Cleary turnovers. So done a lot of the little things they need to do to stay into this one so far.
Nice cut. Good recognition, but unable to knock the shot down was Morgan Crow. Good job by Santasia battling for the ball, but just got poked away. Good hands there by Jess Andrew. And the Cougars will get the entry. Oh, nice cut. Missed his shot, but we're going to get a foul on Morgan Crow, and that will send Jess Andrew, the senior, to the line. You see the recognition there by Dougal.
Yeah, nice job with the cutter.
Her team's first of the quarter. 2 free throws coming for Jess Andrew.
Crow Morgan going for the big block from behind. The official, as most of them do, they see the swipe, and if they don't see a ball can get deflected or change angles, more than likely they're going to call a foul, and that's what happened there.
First free throw, no good. Second one, good, so she splits the pair. And that is the first point for Jess Andrew in the contest. 17-11 Cleary leads. Just getting started here in quarter number 2. Jackets with their second possession as they get the ball to win. Ball poked out by Dougal. Cross-court pass to Mowen. Nice entry pass to Santasia, who lost the handle, but she will be bailed out here by a foul. We'll see if this one goes against Kaplan.
It'll be interesting because there's not a ton of contact.
No, not at all. I think, if anything, that's just I think that's a play on.
I don't know if I even was I didn't.
Santasia at the line for a pair.
Jackets caught a break there. I don't think Santasia was in any sort of shooting motion. I don't know if she even didn't have control of the ball at all.
No. Now it's just make something of the gift opportunity, and Santasia does. Knocks them both down. 17-13 on the Defiance College scoreboard. First points on the night for Thomas. Trying to work the ball inside to one of the cutters. Dougal posting up with Santasia Thomas, who is in a battle down there with Dougal. Dougal, a very fast and physical player, posting up, Randy. 3-point shot up in, good for Jess Andrew. That possession was all about trying to work the ball into Dougal, who was in a battle with Thomas.
Yeah, I saw a couple of cutters going, just unable to get anything to settle for the 3. Good turnaround, just that one not quite there for Santasia.
Dougal with the board. They'll try to run transition. Shot no good. Dougal with the rebound, put back no good. She draws a foul, and she'll go to the line for a pair. See if they get Kayla Houston on this one.
Yeah, tried to reach in, so that is going to go on Kayla. Yeah. The whistle blew, and Santasia looked and then realized that wasn't on her. She had pretty good defensive positioning, went straight up with the arms and hands, which is the only thing you can do in that situation.
Dougal to the line for 2. 7 points in the first quarter for Dougal. First free throw rattles home, gives her 8 in the contest. And the lead is 8, 21-13 on the Defiance College scoreboard with 8:15 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, it's definitely been the 1-2 of Dougal and Dougal, excuse me. They've done all the damage.
Second one, no good. Crow with the board. Jackets need a little bit of a sustained push here. This is about the time, historically speaking. Nice job by Thomas. Oh, just can't get that one to drop. Where the Jackets, Randy, will go into a bit of a cold stretch, and it'll spill over to the defensive side. To Dougal, missed. Paparos with the reach. That'll send Dougal the line for a pair. And I saw, Randy, as you and I were talking about that out of the periphery, the hustle by the Jackets there on defense. So it looks like they recognize kind of what we were saying, that this is that critical stretch of the game where you have to step up on defense if the offense isn't putting anything on the board.
Yeah, and I was looking back at that replay. It's a very interesting pass. Good job getting the ball to Dougal, who's able to cash in on her first free throw.
So Dougal has 9. And again, she comes in averaging 15.3. Holscher 14.7. So between the two of them, 30 solid a game. That second one drops as well.
Two of them have already combined for 19 of the 23.
Yeah. That's impact. That's consistency too, which, again, you're looking at a team that's 10-10 in conference. 500 may not seem super awesome, but this is, as we get a kickball on the entry pass by Santasia, this is a tough conference. Some pretty good ball clubs in there. Very even distribution in terms of talent, and some really good women's ball clubs in the WAC.
Yeah, Indiana Tech kind of leads the way. They've already got the regular season championship wrapped up, but after that, there's a lot of parity in this league.
Shot clock violation as Mowen did not draw into the shot. Win with the good hustle to get the putback. Goes off backboard, no rim. So despite Cleary getting the defensive rebound there, they called shot clock violation. And this one is a turnover to the Cougars. Go ahead, Randy.
It's official little hung up on it as he was going to let him play on with Cleary getting the rebound, but with the clock expired, they decided to get play and force the inbound.
Great cut by Dougal, and you can see the frustration on the Jackets. She is a handful, to say the least, out there on the floor. Great speed, great cutting ability, and great recognition as we get a foul. Santasia kind of going through the trees a little bit, and we'll see this time if they get Holman on the foul.
Yeah, just a lot of contacts. And this is going to go on Holman.
And looks like they're going to go to the – no, at first I thought maybe they were going to go to the monitor and take a look at something. Instead, they just say physical play, call the foul, no big whoop, take it out of bounds. And I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. I think that you talk it over real quick. You see that was just player running a player. It's not like she was putting his shoulder into her or anything like that. Nothing nefarious. Just two players trying to establish position. Inbounds to Kaparos with under 20 to shoot. Mowen well guarded by Holman. Santasia gets the pass, trying to go to Jordan Wynn, who started an in-cut and then an out-cut, and Wynn was on the way out when the pass was on the way in. So good look right there by Santasia, just unable to connect.
Yeah, just can't let the frustration get to Santasia. She'll did a nice job there at the defensive end, although unable to volleyball the basketball up, just unable to hang on to it.
Three-point shot, no good. And again, you can see the hustle, Dougal, and it's no big surprise now why she averages 15 a night. She already has 14. She could easily go for a 30-piece tonight, the way she's playing. Santasia with the nice cut. Strong up, no good. And a rebound to Cleary as they look to push. Three-pointer in the corner, up and good. Jess Andrew on the make, her 7th point, and all of a sudden they're opening things up. Cleary leads 30-13, under 5:40 to play.
Yeah, 1 point. This is an 18-11 game. The Jackets just have gone cold from the floor now, 4-20.
This is where the defense is going to have to step up. And instead there's an entry pass and an easy basket for Cleary. That one was a little too easy as Cochran gets the pass on a nice position and a good look. And we get a timeout on the floor. 32-13 your score, 5:21 to play in the half. Today's game is brought to you in part by Sweetwater Chop House. They're located on Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables, and using our on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. Also brought to you by Aftershock Cart and Equipment. We are a one-stop shop for carts. We sell and service Yamaha easygoing club car. We have stock and custom carts, new and used carts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a cart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all your karting needs. 32-13 your score. 5:21 to play in the first half, and the Jackets have gone ice cold from the floor. Stuck on 4 makes, 4 of 21 now from the floor for 19%, 1 of 7 from deep. They have cashed in on 4 of 6 free throws, but Cleary, on the other hand, Randy, 12 of 26, shooting up there in the high 40s, 3 of 9 now from 3, 5 of 8 from the charity stripe, and I think I'm going to walk back something I said earlier about how they might try 20, 30 triples tonight. They don't have to, because the cutting ability for Cleary and the recognition of all of that cutting, especially with Dougal, why would you take threes when you can cut uncontested to the paint like that and get easy looks?
It's also the team that's taken the second fewest amount of any team in the WAC. So this is just not a three-point shooting team, and now are they going to, I wasn't sure what exactly the official said, something in mind. That was a very awkward interaction they had with Coach P.A.
Yeah. Not sure if that stemmed from where they're going to inbound the ball.
Yeah, they had a question about something, and then it was almost looked like the get back, and then they broke up that was just a very weird interaction to me.
Manning in the game gets the ball to Mowen. The ball is taken away. And just as we say it, Randy, they don't shoot many threes. Then Jess Andrew dials up a 3 and says, I shoot him and I knock him down. Thank you very much. That's her 10th point on the night. Nice cut to Manning. Manning, ball is deflected. That's good hands by Cleary. Good ball fake. Nice Euro step. And a 2-pointer by Evelyn Cole.
And Cole did a nice job just being able to step through the defenders. We've seen a couple turnovers trying to hop through it earlier, but it looks like Cleary has some of that cleaned up. Ended up getting the bucket.
Now into Houston. Houston no good. Rebound for Jarrett.
Yeah, tough one for Kalic, trying to step back to create some space.
Third and fourth and fifth chance point opportunities for Cleary. And a good hustle play by Cochran, who draws the foul.
No, it's a held ball.
Oh, held ball. Okay, I was going to say. Didn't look like much of a foul, but you can never tell these days. Sometimes it doesn't look like much, becomes something. Sometimes looks like something, becomes a whole lot of nothing. So Cleary will inbound the ball from under their basket position. Arrow now goes back to Defiance College. When they inbound, which they just did, and the Arrow does, which it does. 15 to shoot, 4:05 to play. Nice cut, and a basket by Caitlin Rail, who is being guarded very well by Kaparos right there, but just kind of wrong-footed Kaparos and ended up wide open underneath.
Yeah, just was able to get a step of the baseline. Nice job running the baseline, found herself open. Now they're going to do a nice job running the floor in the open court and get the bucket for Jarrett.
Holman over to Jarrett. Holman running the transition with a lot of speed and purpose right there, and a good look at the end, getting that ball to Jarrett for the easy two. 41-13 your score. Ball dribbled off a foot. Houston maintains, gets it to McElroy, who steps through, draws a foul. Let's see if this one goes against Holman.
And going to see number 24 coming right here. Nice job. The one power dribble trying to get through, and then is able to get the contacts.
Going to give Jarrett the foul there. Her first, team's third. 2 free throws coming for McElroy. Hits front iron, no good. And the Jackets, Randy, again, first half offensive woes. They've been stuck on 13 for quite a while. Free throw makes it 14, but man, Cleary is just, they've done everything that they need to do to sustain during that period, and their consistent play, along with the Jackets' offensive issues in this first half, as we get a strong drive by Rail. Kind of lost the handle on the way up, but collected, got fouled, knocked it down. That consistent play is, if you're in a cold stretch against a very consistent team like Cleary is, the score is going to get lopsided at times.
Kayla Houston did a nice job there. Tried to come away with a basketball, realized where it was going to go. We saw, I believe that was Holman, number 10, was falling backwards, and a good recognition by Rail to go to the basketball, able to end up getting the bucket.
Rail knocks down the and one. Mowen picks up her dribble. Gets the ball over to Smith. Smith resets, picks up her dribble. Gets the ball to Crow. Kicks it back over to Mowen, still 10 to shoot. Now he's calling for a screen up top. Screen gets there late, and we get an offensive foul against Jordan Wynn. And again, we saw she called for that screen, coming over late and still kind of moving, stuck that hip out a little bit and got the whistle.
Not a lot there, but did, I guess.
Kind of moved that hip out.
Yeah,
shook that
moved
hip out
a little bit.
second.
Never, kind of like a rolling stop. You got to come to a complete stop.
2.5 to play here in the first half. Going to get an offensive foul on the rebound, and I think that one is going to go against Jarrett. That'll be her second.
Not sure if this is on the rebound or on the other side trying to clear out. It was it's a little too much body contact for the official. I didn't see where Jarrett was at on the floor there. I missed that, so I don't know if it was away from the basketball. I was watching something different.
Paro stops, pops, no good. Good rebound and a push. Too strong off the glass for Holman. Holman has bursts of speed, and she is hard to guard when she has the ball in transition. Crossover by Crow, lost the handle. Turnover, steal. Back to Holman with 1:45 and counting. Nice pass right to Allie Mowen, though. Can the Jackets convert? Smith. A little excuse me, stop and a pop and a timeout for Coach Elise Schlump.
Yeah, nice job of the no call. I think that was a little bit of a sell job by Jarrett.
Actually got on her heels right there and just kind of, it wasn't a push off or anything like that, so I think that's a good no call. Today's game is brought to you in part by Mark Motes Ford. At our Ford dealership in Defiance, we strive to provide you top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Motes Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. 44-16 your score. Cleary 17 of 35 from the floor, 49%. So they continue to increase their shooting percentage. Helps when you're shooting 2-footers off the basket. I mean, but it's to their credit. They're earning those spots. They're working hard to get to those spots.
Yeah, it's a lot of drives and not a lot of cuts, I should say. being able to get to the basket. There's a turnover forced by the Jackets.
There was an errant pass by Holman. Holman saw a player up top at the three-point line who started to cut, and the pass was intended for the original spot as Caparros throws the ball over in the direction of Smith and Crow, but both players kind of headed in different directions, so samesies, turnover back. Nice cut to the basket. Stop me if you've heard that before. Caitlin Rail.
Yeah.
And again, that's been the game in a nutshell. Cut to the basket, get open looks.
Holman is able to draw a crowd underneath, and once again, seen Rail do that a couple of times where she knows where the open spot's going to be gets there and is able to score.
Steal and a make by Cole, and it's 48-16. They're tripling up the Jackets right now with under 40 seconds to play in the first half. Drive to the basket by Crow. She will draw a foul. That'll be the 5th team foul, I believe.
Yeah, I think officials are going to say Morgan was in the act of shooting. You're going to see the drive here. She was on her way up and then drew the contact. So nice job being aggressive by Morgan Crow. She'll go to the free throw line.
Crow on the season. 63% free throw shooter. First one rims out.
Did everything but fell through. Rattled around. She couldn't drop it in.
2 fouls against Rail, so I think 3 different players for Cleary with 2 fouls apiece as both free throws rim out. Holman with the board. She'll walk this one up. 3 or maybe about a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. So they will have to take at least one more shot before the first half ends. 10 to shoot. Patiently working the ball up top. Calling for a screen and a triple. Up, rims out, no good. Jackets get the board. Do they have one more shot in them? Nope. Mallon collects the pass, and that's how the first half will end. 48-16 your score. We'll take a quick timeout when we come back. First half stats and get you ready for the second half here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a 3rd-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
Back out at Defiance College, Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts. And Randy, it was a dominant second quarter by the Cleary Cougars. They outscored Defiance College 32-5 in that second quarter, en route to a 48-16 halftime lead. Cleary comes into the half shooting 50% now from the floor, 19 of 38, 4 of 11 from three-point distance, and 6 of 9 from the charity stripe. The Jackets 5 of 24 from the floor for 21%. They've made 1 of their 8 three-point attempts, and they are 5 of 10, 50% from the charity stripe. Jackets did a good job in the first quarter of taking care of the basketball, limited those turnovers, but they turned it over a total of 11 times in that first half, most of those coming in that second quarter. Cleary kind of cleaned things up in those regards, only 6 turnovers for the half. I think they had 4 going into the second quarter, something close to that. So kudos to them for being a little more decisive in their passing. They have taken full advantage of the Jackets' turnovers, 17 points off of those 11 turnovers, dominating the glass 27-14 in total rebounds. Jackets with only 3 rebounds on the offensive side. Looking at individual numbers, the game's leading scorer is Izzy Dougal, 5 of 8 from the floor, 14 points and 5 rebounds. She has been everywhere, and she has been there immediately so far. Jess Andrew, 10 points and 6 boards. Both those players working on double-doubles. Samantha Holscher, 9 points and 4 boards. Rail with 7, Cole with 4, Cochran and Jarrett with 2 points apiece. For the Jackets, Lorena Caparos, 6 points on the night, 2 of 4 shooting, and both of her free throws. 5 points for Azaria Smith. Crow and Santasia Thomas with 2 points apiece. 6 boards for Morgan Crow to go along with those 2 points. And then McElroy with the 1 free throw for 1 point apiece. Randy, what stands out at you either team stat-wise or individually in that first half?
I see Santasia Thomas 0 of 5 from the floor. You see Kayla Houston 0 of 4 from the floor. Both of them trying to get involved, really want to be a part of this, just haven't had things go their way. So the Jackets just got off to a decent start, hung around that opening quarter, and then, like we've said just about every game, I think the 12th time now in 26 games the Jackets have been in single digits in a second quarter. It's just the second quarter, for whatever reason, is troubling for Defiance. They just can't sustain whatever they get going, and it happened again in this quarter, and they find themselves down big at the half.
48-16 your score at the half. Randy and I are going to take a bit of a timeout here. When we come back closer to the start of the second half, which should be in about 10 minutes or so, we'll get you ready for quarter number 3 and also get you set. Kind of a little bit of a sneak peek into the men's game coming up a little later on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
My name is Mark Miller. This is my good friend Tom Hill. Both Tom and I are graduates of Defiance College, and we were both athletes at Defiance College.
And I played baseball and basketball here at DC. Mark played football and baseball here. Now, here we are 35, 40 years later. We both serve on the alumni varsity board here at Defiance College.
AVD, as we call it, raises money for Defiance College athletics. We have raised funds for many projects, such as $100,000 to the George Smart Center,
$45,000 to the weight room in the Smart Center,
$10,000 to the new basketball floor,
new scoreboards at both the baseball and softball fields.
If you're a Defiance College alumni athlete, please support AVD. Visit defianceathletics.com/alumni/AVD to join.
We appreciate all who have given in the past, but we are looking for new members. Please keep in mind that someone supported you as an athlete at DC. Now it is our turn.
AVD also sponsors a yearly golf outing to get old friends back together and raise funds for our projects.
Support AVD. Let's make this our biggest year ever. Thank you very much. And
go Jackets!
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
Jim and Randy back at Defiance College, 48-16. Your score, Cleary leads. Cleary 10-10 in the WAC this season. Jackets 0-20, still looking for that first conference victory. Today's game is brought to you in part by ServiceMaster by McCann. Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At ServiceMaster by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. Jackets 5 of 24 from the floor in the first half with 11 turnovers, and again, only 3 offensive rebounds. So despite the shooting woes, Jackets weren't able to contribute to the second chance point opportunities, just not getting any offensive boards in that first half, Randy.
Yeah, just not a lot there. A lot of opportunities, but just unable to really get going.
Entry pass to Santasia Thomas, held up by a couple of Cleary defenders, and just like that, unfortunately for Coach PA's squad, the ball's turned over. That'll be turnover number 12 for Defiance College. Cleary's first possession of the half, 9:40 to play, 15 to shoot. Entry pass. And another tie ball, this one going back to Defiance College, and they were looking for, once again, Izzy Dougal on the cut as Santasia comes up, favoring one of those legs and kind of slowly making her way up the floor right now.
Yeah,
I think every player has bumps and bruises at this point.
Trying to gut through it, but a better job of the recognition, and Santasia was able to use that long frame, tie the basketball up, because clearly, like you said, was looking for the cutter there.
Triple try in the corner, no good. Santasia with the board. Put back up, too strong. Tie ball, this time between Crow and Dougal. This one will stay with Cleary. 9:06 to play in the third. 48-16 still your score. Neither team has put the ball in the hoop yet here in the second half. The ball up top to Kaplan. Kaplan guarded by Wynn. Steal attempt by Caparros comes up empty. Double clutch shot, no good. Over the top, not called on the rebound attempt by Holscher.
Yeah,
As you see her charting the crash from the weak side there.
Cole did a nice job setting a screen, which allowed the drive to open up, but the Jackets did a better job. There's a better job blocking out. It looks like on that possession, Lorena trying to go opposite corner.
Trying to go to Mowen in the corner. Might have lost the handle. Instead, transition opportunity. Basket made by Holscher. Gives her doubles. That's 11 on the contest for her. Caparros lost the handle out of bounds on the jump stop near the paint. 8:14 to play in quarter number 3. 50-16 your score on the Defiance College scoreboard. Cleary looking to improve to 13-14 overall, but more importantly, getting above the 500 mark in conference play as seedings now. We're going to get, come into factor, a step through by Dougal. Somehow not called as she lifted that pivot foot at the end there, Randy.
Yeah, just able to slide through and screened a little bit for the official, able to come through and able to draw the contact and have a chance at a three-point play.
Dougal was 16, already looking for point number 17. That foul, by the way, on Mowen is her second as the free throw is good. A couple players on the floor for Defiance College with 2 fouls apiece. That's Jordan Wynn and Allie Mowen, who's bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Morgan Crow. Crow in the corner to Wynn. Santasia up top. Fakes the handoff. Fakes the handoff again, looking for somebody to cut to the basket. So she'll just put it on the floor and drive it herself. Shot rims out, no good. Decent defense by Kapling right there to not let her get any closer than that, as there's a 3-point basket. No good by Andrew, and Caparros with the rebound. Jackets always looking to try to force tempo, but Cleary gets back on defense really well. Crow, turnaround jumper, no good. 3 dark blue jerseys, all in the same spot, fighting for the rebound. And a great drive by Jess Andrew, puts on the brakes with Wynn in coverage right there. But again, the speed, the way they get up and down the floor, battle for the loose balls and give themselves so many chances with good looks. Cleary is, I'm surprised that they're 500 in conference. I mean, they're playing an impressive game right now.
Yeah, the speed really helps them out on defense. That allows them to really get back and limits the open floor chances for the opponents, as they always seem to be at the right spots, and we see that a lot on rebounds. They're doing a great job boxing out, checking out, making sure that they body up and get near the basket and the basketball.
Wynn gets the foul on Dougal. Dougal caught a finger to the eye at the end right there. You see her grab that eye. Dougal will check out. 55-16 your score, so have to think that you're going to see a lot of the bench probably in the second half for the Cougars. First free throw rims out, no good. Jackets scoreless here in quarter number 3, so those shooting woes continue to plague them. That's the first point of the third quarter, as Wynn knocks down a free throw, gives her her first point of the night, and it's 55-17, the Cougars lead. Cross-court pass, looking for the cut. Instead, you have 2 players in the same spot for the ball. It's usually a no-no from the coaching staff. Show and go. Crow with the deflection. Shot clock about to go. Strong drive, not giving up on that possession by Holscher. Left a left-handed layup just a little short. Yeah. Jackets get the board.
Holscher at the right place at the right time. That ball initially poked away. Holscher able to get that, go to the basket with the shot clock expiring.
Houston with the drive, goes right hand, left side, unable to knock that one down. And guess what, Randy? A cut to the basket. And another make by Cleary.
Do such a good job moving without the basketballs.
They really do.
Someone is at the right place, and Cleary able to cash in most of the time.
That basket made by Carissa Cochran. Her second make on the game, as we get a double dribble turnover by the Jackets. That's turnover number 14 on the contest. And again, 22 points so far off those turnovers for Cleary. So not only are they now up to 50% from the floor, but now they're cashing in on most of the turnovers that the Jackets have. So when it rains, it pours today for Defiance College. Five minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Cleary wants to work that ball inside. Good cutoff defense by Houston. Gets the ball back to Holman. Holman gets it on the side to Stein. 3-point basket up and good. This make by Jarrett. And for Jarrett, that is her 5th point of the night, her first 3.
Yeah, kind of an odd release for McKenna, but all works the same, able to get 3.
Jackets have yet to make a field goal here in the third quarter. Houston with the drive. Rims out, no good, but she will draw the whistle and will go to the line for a pair as Mackenzie Stein commits the foul.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness off the wing, able to drive the baseline. Had a chance. She's going to reward herself with a couple of free throws, but looks like not before timeout first.
We're going to take this timeout with them. 4:22 to play in the third. 60-17 your score. We'll be right back.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition. As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you manicure simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
60-17 your score. The Cougars from Cleary up in Michigan lead the Defiance College Yellow Jackets. Cleary now 24 of 47 from the floor, 51%. 5 of 14 from deep. Jackets 5 of 30 from the floor for 17%. Made 1 3 as the first free throw for Houston. Hits front iron, no good. Kayla with free throw number 2 on the way, nothing but net. So 2 free throws here in the quarter, and that's Kayla's first point.
Ooh, got away with a high dribble. Don't see a lot of sidewinding free throws. Normally free throw shooters will shoot with the lines of the basketball, but Kayla went against it in a sideways rotation on that swish.
We're going to get a foul on the entry pass going into Mackenzie Stein.
Yeah, you can see 12 cutting right there between 3 defenders.
Going to get Kayla Houston on the foul. That's her third. With the traffic, Randy, you know me, I'm always willing to guess incorrectly on who the foul is going to be.
Yeah, I was wondering which one of the 3 there was going to
not a chance on that one.
Pick up that foul.
Nearly 5, nearly a travel and a turnover, so all's well that ends well for Defiance College there. Houston on the drive, left it a little strong off glass.
Yeah,
I like the aggressive take, though.
Was expecting contact, never came. Offered up a shot, tried to avoid foul.
Drive on the shot by Holman. Caparos commits the foul.
Yeah, you're going to see number 10 try to stand still. Yeah, a little contact at first, wanted the hands to go up. And unfortunately, a little contact first will lead to the foul.
2 free throws coming for Melanie Holman, the freshman out of Grand Rapids. First one up and good. And I know at this point in the season, technically Holman listed as a freshman, but you played a full season, so really you're sophomore at this point, even though it only counts in terms of the grade. But she plays a lot. She doesn't play like a freshman, I guess is the way.
No,
she plays very, very composed, very poised, very quick, and has a nose for the ball. I appreciate her game. Smith picks up the dribble, gets it to Wynn. Wynn, the right-hand take, rattles around, no good. Had a good angle right there. The ball just does not want to drop as the Jackets still with no field goals here in quarter number 3. Just 2 free throws. 61-18 your score. Going to get a travel call that time against Holman.
I like the hush out of the DC defense. That whistle blew and everyone looked around going, well, we didn't foul him. And then the late call add a little drama to that.
I thought that was another foul on Caparos guarding Holman, but a travel instead. And Holman comes up limping a little bit at the end of that one. Have to keep an eye on her. She gets the steal. Runs the floor, gets the pass over to, I think that's Rail. That's her 9th point. And it's 63-18 on the Defiance College scoreboard. Houston with the left-handed drive, no good. Poke out. No fast break opportunity there.
And good job getting back for the Jackets. Cleary had a 3-on-2 and a good recognition, able to defend and force them to play this one around the perimeter. They still end up getting a 3-point shot.
Carissa Cochran, the junior from DeWitt, knocks down the triple. 66-18-7 on the night for Cochran. Caparos, good ball fake, triple try, line drive, nailed it. Had Holman a step off with the head fake right there. And rare 3 for the Jackets, their first field goal of the second half. Good hesitation. Drive by Rail, foul going against Azaria Smith, and that will send Rail to the line for a pair, looking to get into doubles.
It's just that first step off the angle. Rail's able to go and immediately gets Smith behind her. Azariah trying to make up for it, tries to come up with a deflection, ends up catching the body, and Rail's going to go to the free throw line.
Here's the easy way to call this Jacket substitution is everybody except Caparos checks out. And most of the rest of the bench checks in. First free throw up and good for Rail. Rail is a 75% free throw shooter. Both free throws good. 99 seconds to play here in quarter number 3, 68-21. Jackets have only 5 points, I believe, in the quarter, and they only scored 5 in the third quarter as well. There's a 2-point make. Paros with the make puts her in doubles at 11 points. Triple try for the Cougars, up and good. That basket made by Stein. That's her first make of the night. Entry pass into some traffic as Manning turns that one over, trying to get it to Santasia.
Yeah, trying to force that one a little bit. Santasia thought she had the position.
Another 3-point basket. Up and good. That time, Stein on the make. That's her second straight triple.
Yeah, must be a fan of all of her teammates as the bench has gone nuts on Stein's 2 3-pointers.
Yeah, with a lead of 51. I think you're right on the money, Randy, that you're seeing a lot of players who probably, if I were to guess, hard workers in practice, maybe don't get as much playing time as they would like at times, but they're getting a chance to shine tonight, and good for them for it. Caparos with the steal gets it over to McElroy, who will try a 3. She nails it, nothing but net. So Jackets starting to heat up. That's 2 threes in the quarter, but it's been a dominant performance with the shot clock turned off by Cleary, 74-26. Crow gets the foul against Holman, and that'll be free throws with 8.3 to play as the Cougars are in the bonus.
Yeah, Holman had Morgan crossed up. Morgan trying to reach in on that crossover, and the ball was already gone, caught the body. Some Chuck Taylors here. Trying to see what Holman's wearing.
Looks like it. Pretty sweet. First free throw drops. 75-26. Surprisingly enough, only 2 points for Holman on the night, according to the scoreboard up there. Unable to make the layup off the rebound. Santasia Thomas gets the board, and that's how the quarter ends, 75-26. Back in just a moment for quarter number 4 in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
And back out at Defiance, Jim and Randy, 75-26 your score. See Cleary, as you would expect, Randy dominating the stat sheet. 54% from the floor, 47% from deep, almost 70% from the charity stripe. Jackets 22%, 27%, and they've knocked down half their free throws. They've turned it over 18 times, and Cleary has 30 points off of those 18 turnovers. Again, dominating the glass, 36-21. Jackets still only 4 offensive rebounds through 3 quarters.
Yeah, it's just been a struggle since that quarter break. They hung tough for one, and good job here from Morgan Crow. She's going to get to the free throw line.
Crow with the drive, foul go against Dougal. That'll be her second. Surprised to see Dougal out there with a 49-point cushion here in the fourth quarter. I don't think you're going to see much of her in this fourth quarter, though. Already at her average and then some. For Dougal, 17 on the game. First free throw rims out, no good for Crow. Morgan's second free throw on the way, rattles in, and the Defiance College scoreboard now shows it 75-27 as Crow has 3 points in the contest.
I saw during those free throws, Coach Schlump going to a group of 5 on the bench. It looked like maybe she was going to take the wraps off the bench a little early, but elected to stay with the 5 that are out there.
Foul on the floor. I think McElroy got tied up with Holscher. Trying to cut across the paint area there. Not sure if that was a hold. Trying to fight through a screen or something to that effect. First team foul, 1 team foul apiece here so far in the fourth quarter as there's 10 to shoot for the Cougars. Working the ball to the outside, trying to cut towards the basket. Good defense by the Jackets of taking that option away. Good defense by Caparos, forces a Holscher three-pointer that goes a little strong over the top of the glass. And the Jackets get the turnover on the shot clock violation.
Yeah, they'll celebrate that. Good job of playing defense all the way out and not allowing Cleary to get a good look.
Paros to Mowen. The corner to McElroy for 3, no good. Crow out positioned for the board there by Dougal. Dougal running the floor, trying to get that entry pass. Instead, another three-pointer up and no good. Cleary gets the offensive board.
Cleary's athleticism's just shown through on both ends of the floor. We've talked a couple of times about Defiance's inability to get an offensive rebound. We'll give Cleary a lot of credit for being at the right place at the right time. And meanwhile, it's 11 offensive rebounds now for the Cougars.
Jess Andrew with the make, trying that cut pass to Caparos. Trying to give Cleary a taste of their own medicine right there, but nothing doing as the defenders were not fooled by that one. That one sails out of bounds on the bounce pass, and Cleary now with 8:05 to play in the contest has the ball and a 50-point lead.
Yeah, Cleary's done a nice job moving. You see the cutter going right there diagonally through the lane. Good job for Andrew. Just the rebound ends up right at the spot where Dougal is. She's able to cash in.
Dougal with the and one foul against Santasia Thomas. That will be her second, team second. 19 points, looking for number 20 on the night for Dougal. Tremendous player, tremendous ball game tonight. You can see how Izzy comes in as the team's leading scorer. Looks for point number 20, rims out. McElroy with the rebound. My apologies to Izzy for the announcer's jinx on the free throw. Good screen. This one knocked out of bounds by Holscher off the leg, not a kick. Not that it matters because Jackets get the ball anyway.
Allie was trying to go to the cutter, but that was defended well.
Santasia Thomas goes off backboard and finds the softest spot, landing spot for that ball.
Yeah, speaking of defended well, that was fronted. Santasia able to use the window. She had a couple just kind of rim out on her, but able to come through with the basket there.
3-point shot, no good for Kaplan. And Caparos, the last one to touch this one as it goes out of bounds.
That one came careening at Lorraine a little faster than she thought. She was able to just kind of stick the hands up, defend herself, and make sure she didn't take that one off the face, but in the process knocked it out of bounds.
Caparos with the steal. As she will push 1-on-3 and get the layup.
Really,
go ahead, Randy.
It was a really nice job right in front, right below us. That tight roping that sideline, make sure she stayed in play.
Entry pass, foul going against Santasia Thomas on the reach right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough break for Santasia. Trying to reach through to come up with a basketball, and you got to watch that offhand, using her right hand to deflect, kind of like a defensive back. You got to watch that left hand, trying to wrap it around the hip of the offensive player, and the officials will call that every time. 3
fouls against Santasia, who did not have position. Let's be clear about that. Tried to reach through the player who's getting the entry pass right there. So unnecessary foul for the Jackets. Just trying to make something happen on defense. Strong drive after receiving the pass was Samantha Holscher. For Holscher, that's her 13th point. Lucky 13 on the night for her. Offensive foul against Lorena Caparos.
Now this one's going to be interesting because this is going to be
inside
the cylinder. And I don't know if the officials saw that.
I mean, that wasn't even close, Rain. That was directly underneath the basket, not just inside the cylinder. So break for Cleary, although, again, it's a 50-point game, so don't want to get too far into the weeds in terms of disadvantageous calls and their impact on the game. This has just been a dominant performance by Cleary. Caparos, the last to touch that one out of bounds. Wynn checks in, Santasia checks out. It's been a frustrating night for the Jackets women's basketball team.
Now, we mentioned it in our pregame. This is coming off 3 straight nights where the offense felt like it's gotten a little bit better each time, and the production at least has gone up a little bit. Shooting numbers still not there, but this is definitely a step backwards from where they've been the last couple of weeks.
3-point field goal, no good for Cleary. McElroy on the other side for 3, no good.
And I'm not saying this is going to make, a 30-point difference or anything like that, but again, missing 2 starters tonight for Defiance as well.
Yep. The defensive side, I think, just as much as the offensive side. Like you said, 2 of your better defenders against a team that is just carving you up, running up and down the floor. Shot no good. This one out of bounds off of Cleary. A little bit of a meeting,
yeah,
so to speak, at the end of that one.
Odd standoff there in the corner.
Kind of just trying to get in the way of Rail. Rail feels like she was maybe forced down to the ground with the ball. McElroy for 3. Rims out, no good. And again, nobody in position for DC. Caparos goes for the all-or-nothing steal. Rail, however, looking to burn some time. Kicks it back out up top. I should say possibly looking to burn some time. Travel that time against Jarrett.
And with the moving and cutting, it's going to take some time. Cleary just runs their offense, so they're just run a couple. They're going to run their normal sets and just run a couple more cuts than they normally would. This is a team, if they get on the right night, playing the right style of basketball is going to cause some trouble.
Tonight's game, as we get a timeout on the floor, is brought to you in part by the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses. including wealth management, private client services, mortgage, banking, and commercial and ag lending, operating through a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, and 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, along with 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. Also brought to you tonight by Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider, specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. Let's go for the Triple Crown. Brought to you also in part tonight by Paramount Healthcare. With a hat trick, Randy.
There we go.
A proud sponsor and health plan provider of Defiance College, offering a full range of health insurance.
Maybe they are operating it.
I'm still operating from a couple reads ago. Offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your healthcare needs. Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. Maybe I should have stopped at 2 that time.
I've had my fair share of flubs, so I will not be making fun of you at all.
Crow with an underneath reverse scoop. Nice look by Mowen on the assist right there.
Yeah, nice draw up out of the out of bounds. That was well done, well executed by Defiance. It leads to a good bucket. If anything else, they can feel a little bit better about themselves getting something done offensively.
81-33 your score. Drive to the basket by McKenna Jarrett. She will draw the foul.
Yeah, this is going to end up, I think, going on Lorena. You see, nope, I'm sorry. It's going to be Morgan Crow. No, they called it, did they?
You got it on.
Morgan Crow is the one that kind of reached in.
Get another timeout on the floor, and guess what that means, folks? Defiance College Athletics is supported by Marco's Pizza in Defiance. Located on North Clinton Street, Marco's is there for you before or after the game for carry-out or delivery. Call, stop in, or order online for the latest deals. And be sure to download the Marco's app, where pizza is just a tap away. We're also brought to you today by Genesee Nutrition. Genesee Nutrition's clean, high-protein protein bars are made with student-athletes in mind. Aimed at nutrition, recovery, and performance, their products are developed for the pursuit of peak performance. For more about Genesee Nutrition, visit GeneseeNutrition.com. And as I learned from the last time, Randy, two's my limit. I'm going to stop there because there are 2 reads left, and I like even numbers if I can do it in terms of reads instead of trying to fit that third one in there, where the wheels sometimes with me will fall off the car and we'll be stranded on the side of the road waiting for a tow.
We'll just ask Defiance next year, keep them all 2 lines or under and just burn through them real quick.
Free throws coming after the 4th foul by Lorena Caparos. We'll send McKenna Jarrett to the line, who has been anxiously waiting her turn.
Yeah,
anxiously and patiently at the same time.
Waiting for a teammate to finish lacing up the old school high tops.
Got to see if we can get a camera on Holman's shoes down there. I can't tell it. You said it earlier. Now I'm borderline obsessed.
Well, getting the first look, I thought they were the black high tops, but I'm pretty sure they're just black socks and the regular low tops. Now that I've gotten a second look, we'll see
if you can rock a pair of Chucks.
Yeah, that's
like hats off to you. You have won the game today.
Now we're going to really put our producer Ken Reeker on the spot and see if can we get a close-up of number 10 while in movement, or do we have to wait till she stops, if she will stop?
We might have to just go down, shake her hand, tell her good game, and just ask her point blank, what kind of shoes you're rocking tonight? As Holman gets the transition basket. We're going to get a foul on the floor in the drive by Caparo. She was going to kick it out to Mowen in the corner for a 3.
There
but
we go. What are we? Those are not chucks.
They're cool.
Yeah, they had to.
They caught your eye and my eye right away.
Tongue, like,
I love them.
Folded open. That is. I'm going to have to converse with a couple sneakerheads I know and see what exactly those are.
Shot no good by the Jackets.
To get a screenshot. We're going to have to send that out and see if someone can recognize
Use
those.
AI potentially to our advantage as the entry pass no good. Shot missed. That time by Stein.
Yeah, did nice job rolling to the basket. Stein turns around, got the turnover at midcourt, and then a nice two-man game, able to beat the Jackets. So Stein ends up scoring, coming after his steal.
86-33 as that is 8 points for Stein in the contest. Caparos trying to tip that rebound out. Good save by Morgan Crow. McElroy with the drive. Shot no good. Good defense by Stein to just put the hands up and stay in the way. As there's a beautiful extra pass over to Caitlin Rail, and there's just no answer for Cleary tonight.
Yeah, Jackets on that last possession just did a nice job not making things worse, trying to commit a foul on top of that.
Caparo with the extra pass from Crow knocks down the triple by the Defiance College bench. 16 on the night for Caparos, who has really played a ton of minutes. Get an answer basket that time by Holman. Again, only 6 on the night. Seems like she is in double figures, being all over the place as we get an entry pass once again into Stein, and we get a timeout.
They're just going to make substitution. This is going to be a quick
substitution,
timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, she's going to go to her. We're going to see Coach Schlump go to her bench.
I have to think that's probably the last time, because they're going to go to the bench, because the bench is, good shot right there by Kenny. I'm looking away, and Kenny's giving me exactly what we've been asking for a while now. The shoe shot, shoe cam. 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Caparos with the drive and a foul. I have to think Coach Schlump is not a fan of committing a foul at this point with 2 minutes to go. 2 free throws coming for Caparos, as Lorena has 16 on the night, the team's leading scorer. First free throw up and good, 17 on the night. 92-37, still an outside shot that Cleary can get the century mark as the second free throw rims out no good. Rebound pulled down, given to Holman. 3-point basket, no good. The attempt by Kaplan. You surprised to see a 3 there, Randy?
It's just within the normal range of their offense, so it's not like it was forced, just taking what was open.
Ball brought up by Rail over to Kaplan. Kaplan gets the ball into Holman, who loses the handle, resets at the top of the key with 18 to shoot.
I don't think any of her teammates recognized she had the ball knocked out of her hands. They're still running their offense, needed someone to come back and help out and get the pass.
Under 10 to shoot. Holman, nice dish. 2-point basket up and no good that time by Stein. Rare miss from point-blank range.
Yeah, 2-on-1, defended about as well as it could be by Jordan Wynn. Recognized the cutter was coming, tried to block the lane.
Under 1 to play is the 3-point basket made by Azaria Smith. And it's 92-40, under a minute's play. Does not look like Cleary will hit the century mark. Turnaround shot no good. Forced up by Holman, who might have lost the handle. Caparos with the defense. Caparos steps through the defense right there and draws a foul against Caitlin Rail. Again, you don't fault the contest But again, I'd have to think if you're Coach Slump right there, you're imploring your defense to play tough without committing fouls and stopping the clock. You want this thing to run as quickly as you can to triple zeros as Caparros knocks the first one down, 18 on the night.
Even then, in a 50-point game, I think you're okay in the final minute kind of giving one up. And that's an important, I don't know if important's the right word, but Lorena's career high is 19. She's trying for it here. Hit 19 against Grace, I'm sorry, looking at the wrong one. 19 against IU East on December 1st.
That ball went out of bounds off of the foot of Melanie Holman. And at first, Coach Slump made the challenge signal to the official. And I'm thinking 30 seconds left in a 50-point game. Nah, you know, and discretion being the better part of valor, quickly called that decision off and just said, nah, never mind. This is a 2-point game. I'd totally get it. It's not, so we don't worry about it. As Caparros gets to 20 with 4 seconds left, and that's how this game will end as Holman dribbles it out, appropriately so, as she was all over the floor today. And the last player to touch the ball. 92-43, your final. We are going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, post-game stats and a quick conversation with Coach Courtney P.A. right after this on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Athletics teaches you a ton of lessons on time management and how to treat other people, how can you problem solve, and how to be a well-rounded person. At Defiance, we honestly have a huge emphasis on service, doing community events, going out and making their lives better when we can.
If we can get the students supporting other students, then that'll show the community that we're actually here to compete, we're here to get better, and then the community will start getting on. It's pushed me to get outside my comfort zone. Freshman year, I was kind of this homebody to myself, but then sophomore year, put myself more out there, and then I've honestly just flourished.
I think the right way to play means to play with passion, play with heart, just remembering why you're here and why you decided to show up and give your all. One thing we really focus on is taking time to write down and share with each other like why we play. My locker is a picture of me as a little kid with my little helmet on, and it's a note of how I started playing and why I continue playing.
We're the Yellow Jackets, and this is how we play.
Back out at Defiance College, Jim Bellamy and Randy Roberts. Game 1 of tonight's doubleheader goes to the Cleary Cougars as they improved to 13-14, 11-10 overall in conference with a 92-43 victory. And we apologize that the live stats are not up to date. They were up to date, I think, as of the beginning of the fourth quarter. So
yeah, something going on with the play-by-play, and they enter the play-by-play, and the stats should come in automatically, and for whatever reason did not do that. But Coach PA's here, and she'll talk. She's probably got a better idea on what's going on anyways, so I'll pop the headset off, let you talk.
All right. Coach Courtney PA gets ready to join us, and again, we talked about in the pregame, Jackets come in scoring 55 and giving up 78, and Cleary Cougars were, as Coach gets on the headset here, and Coach, I think sometimes when you look at a game that gets a little out of hand like the one did tonight, you can go one of two directions, and they do not need to be mutually exclusive. I think you have to first and foremost give a lot of credit to Cleary for the attack method that they used. There wasn't a player standing still, especially in those offensive sets. They were always cutting the basket, and you got to give them a lot of credit for seeing those cutters and rewarding those cutters with some good passes. I mean, you know, obviously, you know, you look at the defense and how could the Jackets have defended that better, but I'm looking at this and I'm just taking my hat off to Cleary and saying that's solid execution on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, Elise is a great coach. She's well respected by me. I know she runs a tight ship, and she does a good job of what she's doing. But she's also got a group of girls, you know, that are new because it's her first year at Cleary.
Yeah.
And she's got some that stayed with her and bought into what she's doing and moving and grooving. So definitely have nothing but respect for Elise and what she's doing over there at Cleary.
Let's talk about, and we had this similar point brought up last couple games we've covered, that early on the defense for the Jackets forced some turnovers, made life uncomfortable for Cleary, and the defense became instant offense. 3 quick possessions and 3 turnovers with 6 points off those turnovers right away. But Cleary looked like they made some adjustments to that and started taking a little bit better care of the ball, which obviously cut down on the transition opportunities for the Jackets.
Yeah, I definitely think, especially in that third quarter, we started off pretty strong in the first, and then, I mean, in that second quarter, just turnovers and not making baskets. It got away from us. I mean, we shot 12% in the second quarter, 1 for 8. You know, they shot 20 shots in the second quarter. It's a little tough to crawl yourself out of a hole when you dig it so deeply, which is exactly what we talked about in the locker room. So, yeah, it was just a little tough.
Let's talk about the offensive glass for the Jackets. Definitely not the best offensive rebounding night. How much of that is just hustle to the ball for Cleary, and how much of that is, players for the Jackets maybe trying to press and do a little bit too much, trying to be in some cases 2 places at once and kind of losing their position in the post?
Yeah, I mean, I think offensive rebounds are huge, right? We have a goal that we're trying to get every game, and we didn't hit our goal today. But we also need to just, to me, rebounding is effort. It's effort. There's a difference between being a rebounder and rebounding. And tonight we weren't being rebounders. We were just kind of in a space a few times. No one on our team got more than 1 offensive rebound. And so to us, it's unacceptable. We didn't do our best on cleaning up our own glass because we have a specific kind of formation, if you will, when it comes to defensive balance, when it comes to that, and we didn't do our job crashing today.
Let's end on a high note here, Coach. Despite earlier season injuries, and we'll call them non-basketball related circumstances, led to kind of the rotation in the starting 5 today. Lorena Caparros gets 20 points and plays, I would say, I mean, I don't have the game-by-game numbers in front of me, so, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the most extended minutes that she's had on the floor since first of the season, if not all season.
Yeah, she played 38 minutes tonight. She at the end of the game, she said, I'm dead. So, but we said it. We said we need you guys to, if you're not coming out of the game completely exhausted, you're not giving it your all. And she did exactly what we asked her to do. Lorena she's special. She brings a lot to the table with her IQ, and She's helping us get better day by day. I'm glad she's healthier.
Yeah.
Last time we played Cleary, she had a sprained ankle, and so glad that she was able to come out here on her debut for Cleary and give him 20. So, and she stuffed the stats. I mean, 4 steals, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. She's one of the best on-ball defenders in our conference as well. So just really excited for Lorena and being able to debut and do something like that. She's made already broke some records here in her first year in the state. So first year in the States, but she's really a junior. A lot of people think she's a freshman. She's a junior.
Unfortunately so.
Yeah,
she's
a junior. So she came with experience, and so we're just glad that she's able to give what she's been giving to the program.
Coach Courtney PA has been my guest. Coach, thank you so much as always for your time. One more, and then it's hard to believe that that's the end of the season already.
Isn't that wild? Yeah. I mean, it's been a wild ride, and those of you that have been sticking around and following us, whether you're here or afar, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate these conversations that we have. Thank you for even just giving me a space to have my voice be heard, and that means a lot because I'm teaching these young people that their voice matters.
Absolutely.
And so I appreciate you guys listening in. Those of you that are far away, if you're my family, hi, I love you. Thank you for watching us, and just continue to stay tuned because we are going to be doing something special. So love you guys. Thank you for all the Yellow Jacket Nation. Thank you guys for tuning in with us.
92-43 your final. On behalf of Randy Roberts, Ken Reeker, and Sam running the cameras, I'm Jim Bellamy. We're going to take a bit of a timeout here. When we come back, Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. You're watching the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.